Good morning, Panthers. It's Tuesday, and the weather is still a little cold. It's the last day of February, which means we are almost 1 month closer to the end of the school year. Did you know that on this day in 1940, the first live basketball game on the TV was shown? It was a game between the University of Pittsburgh and Fordham University. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Okay, it's time for the science fact of the day. Today's science works for NASA in their Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Let's go to Terry to find out more.
Thanks, Camilla. Today we're going to tell you about Sean Goodman, an engineer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. He currently serves as the Deputy Division Manager for the Mechanical Systems Fabrication and Test Division. Additionally, he is the Project System Engineer and Engineering Technical Authority for the agency's Soil Moisture Active Passive, or SMAP, mission. SMAP is the first Earth satellite designed to collect global observations of the vital soil moisture hidden just beneath our feet. Its high-resolution space-based measurements will give scientists a new capability to better predict natural hazards of extreme weather, climate change, floods, and droughts, and improve our understanding of Earth's water, energy, and carbon cycles. Check out this interview with Mr. Goodman.
My name is Sean Goodman. I'm the project system engineer for the SMAP project, Soil Moisture Active Passive, working with my team to develop the spacecraft, to develop the mission, how best to do the testing for the system, any technical issues we might have encountered or things that we feel need to be addressed to increase the success of the mission. It's looking at the top 5 centimeters of moisture in the soil. And that's important because that layer of moisture is part of what controls our climate. Water is everything to all of us. So once we conduct this mission and gain some information about soil moisture, we'll be able to better forecast climate. We'll be able to better forecast droughts and floods. Those are critical elements, of course, for farming, for food. And it'll also help us understand how carbon interacts with the planet so that we understand better what climate change might be impacted by carbon uptake or carbon dioxide uptake. When I started to understand that spacecraft are robots, I thought, well, this is great. I can work. I got the job offer, and I thought, well, who turns down a job offer at NASA? And 2, I do get to work with robots in space. This is the best thing I could ever imagine. When I was younger, there weren't a lot of, ethnic role models for me. I certainly didn't know any other African Americans that were in science at all, because society had been limited, right, in opportunities at that time. There weren't a lot of people I could reach out to or look to for that kind of example. Over time, that certainly changed, and I can feel it now. I mean, I imagine people like myself or people who can help mentor. I certainly mentor from a variety of different backgrounds. But it's easily the best job I've ever had. It's a great atmosphere to work, and the people really care about the things that they do. They're technically oriented. We feel a responsibility to the American public.
Thanks, Terry. It's school news time. Okay, let's start out with the clubs for the week. First of all, there is no SGA this afternoon. It is canceled. These clubs are meeting today. Environmental Club, NJHS Tutoring, Robotics Club, STEM Club, Parkland Team Up Communications, Tech Crew, and Beauty and the Beast rehearsals. Tomorrow, Girls Tech, Boys Leadership, Civil Air Patrol, PPTV Media Crew, Tech Crew, and Beauty and the Beast rehearsals will meet. On Thursday, Parkland Team Up Film Crew isn't meeting. These clubs will meet on Thursday. Bridge Club, Super Sci-U, Art Club, STEM Club, Parkland Team Up mentors, Guitar Pals, Tech Crew, and Beauty and the Beast rehearsals. Now let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after this message. Okay, welcome back. Sixth graders, make sure you turn in your outdoor ed permission slips to Mr. Simkoviak ASAP. You can still pick up a yearbook for $40. New order forms will be out this week. See Miss Copula if you have any questions. Make dinner easy for your parents on Thursday. Take them to Five Guys and buy them dinner, and for every dollar you spend, a portion will go to help students go to space camp. Finally, congratulations to Siloe Noah Silabonge and Megan Lee for winning the $10 McDonald's gift card. Please see Ms. Reinecke in room 2013 to get your prize. The new Panther Paw raffle is for a giant bag of candy. There will be 5 winners per grade level. So put your Panther Paws in the bins at lunch. Now here's Terry with some weird history.
Thanks, Julia. Panthers, have you ever heard of the term witch hunt? The term witch hunt? Well, on this day in 1692, a period known as the Salem witch hunt began. These were a series of trials where several people in Salem, Massachusetts were accused of being witches by local girls. The girls weren't telling the truth, but because of what they were saying, 20 people were executed and several were put into jail. It is one of the most notorious periods in colonial America. Many of the people who were accused were people who disagreed with the girls or the girls' families. Check out this video about this terrible time in our history.
In the winter of 1692, a group of 8 young girls in Salem, Massachusetts began exhibiting strange behavior. Seizures, contortions, these trance-like states. Pressured to reveal who had cast spells on them, the girls ended up incriminating many of their neighbors. In a series of trials, hundreds of people were accused of being witches, and 19 were eventually hanged. And ever since, historians have wondered what caused this terrible calamity. Was this a prank that got out of hand? Was this a grudge against angry neighbors? Now, one of the most compelling theories is that this was a rare case of food poisoning. Rye was the staple grain of Salem, and under the right conditions, rye can be infected with a fungus called ergot. Eating ergot is known to lead to violent muscle spasms, delusions, and other symptoms much like the recorded symptoms of the girl. What's more, ergot thrives in warm, damp conditions. Now, the summer of 1691 had been particularly wet, and interestingly, nearly all the girls lived near marshes on the west side of Salem. Now, historians have no way of definitively understanding the causes of the Salem witch hunts. However, the summer of 1692 was a dry one. That summer, the symptoms stopped just as abruptly as they started, and so did the executions.
Congratulate these students for getting another year older today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear wonderful person. Happy birthday today, and now is 1 year older. Happy birthday to you, and many more. Woohoo! Happy birthday!
Pretend we're centered on the camera. You know, if I'm between you two. Oh.
All right, Panthers, it's the last day of February and March begins tomorrow. That means spring is on the way. Before we leave today, we want you to hear these words from our original gangster rapper, William Shakespeare. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. Have a fantastic day. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.